Wednesday, 10/4, good buddy, 96, 4:51 PM. I'm on the loo at the mo. I've written a tune. Listen to the Easter 96 tape for that. Monday, the 10th of April, 2006. A day spent doing what? I cannot remember. But there was modelling involved. Tuesday, the 11th of April, 1995. 10:17 PM. A new series started yesterday. Virtual Reality Troopers. I've got episodes 1 and 2 on the video labelled Go Go Power Programs. Wednesday, the 12th of April, 1995. 9:32 PM. Today, I dreamt that my tooth came out. Go to the middle top teeth, then left to the sort of vampire-y one, and then one left and another left, and that's the one. When I woke up at 4:35 AM, it took me 5 minutes of trying to get back to sleep to realise that I was rolling the tooth from cheek to cheek in a kind of infinity sign shape. Friday, the 12th of April, 1996. We went to Legoland Windsor. It's utterly ridiculous. Wednesday, the 12th of April, 2006. Went out for a meal with my family today, and as we were driving back, Dad took the roundabout way to get to our flat, which meant that we drove past that road that we take to get to Tom's. And as we passed it, we could see a huge water explosion going on down there. Just a massive spout of water shooting up out of the ground. It was like something from a computer game. You could have probably sat on it and bobbed about in the air. It was as tall, if not taller than, the buildings around it. I'd have it on video, but by the time I got in, got the camera and got out, a water bloke had shut off the water to deal with it. They fixed it and had the water back on within the hour. Amazing! Thursday, the 13th of April, 1995, about 10:13 PM. I finished listening to Starlight Express, and Mum's found me some 3D specs, so now I can read Captain Hollow 3D, which I never read. Monday, the 14th of April, 2008, 2:37 AM. I intend to Rickroll Abbey tomorrow. Saturday, the 15th of April, 95, 10:14 PM. Tomorrow's Easter. Andy Lee came today to show me his new game. A car, a tank, a blast. Andy, my brother, gave Dad one of his savings discs because it had everything errors. Dad sorted it, but as he was copying some stuff to DH0, the hard drive, was invalidated as an NDOS disk. Dad saved it though. We've nearly finished Andy's Mega Bloks castle. There's a tiny gold frog that's tiny! It's ace! Tuesday the 15th of April, 2008. Brilliantly, the Rickrolling idea went better than I imagined. I scanned the number of times played column on Abby's iPod music list in iTunes and discovered that her most listened to track is The Road to Nowhere by Talking Heads. Well, realising how perfectly the Astley bit fits in after the a cappella intro to Road to Nowhere, I did some splicing. Today, Abby phoned me from work, giggling away, because she'd put it on in the shop. I had rickrolled a whole shop. One of the customers heard it, started laughing and said, "This is that thing they do on the internet." 16th of April 95, Easter Day! 11:43 PM. I got 2, count 'em, 1, 2 after 8 eggs, and a Smarties one, and a golden pen and a silver pen, and £3 in that card from Nana. Now, this is dead good. Nana Cotton got us some Easter books just before she died. Cool! Monday, the 17th of April, 1995, 8:10 PM. I'm just about to get in the bath. Hold on. There, I'm in. Today, I went to Andy Lee's and we played around on Goblins 3. We've not played that since Christmas. Tuesday, the 18th of April, 1995. Today, I dreamt that I was at school and I got kept behind by the RE teacher. But he forgot why and said, well, I could go home to watch Maid Marian. Well, I was shocked because everyone knew that today's episode of Maid Marian was the nudist version. But I didn't get to see it because my oldest sister had broken her arm and gone to hospital. That weekend, things were getting critical. We were in the hospital waiting room and a woman came and said she was okay. Minutes later, she came back and said there was little hope. I asked how she could die from just a broken arm. Mum and Dad couldn't quite explain, but the guy on the next table told me that once one thing's out of place, it all goes sometimes. Then the woman came back to tell me that she was dead. Well, she left us loads of dosh, and so did the hospital to calm us down. So, we bought a ferry. Wednesday, the 19th of April, 1995, 9:52 PM. Me and John did an Amiga guide game called Wonder Worm, in which you have to find the fragments of the Earth. I've not finished it though. I swapped in Sonic and Knuckles for Fantastic Dizzy and Cosmic Spacehead. Wednesday, the 20th of April, 2005, 7:23 p.m. I have neglected you, sir. At some point over the last month, I recorded an a cappella rendition of Not Roy's.
This is a castle, but it's not Roy's one.
The Mario World Castle song I came up with when I was a teenager and playing first Roy's and then Not Roy's castle levels. It's very good. I'm quite pleased with it indeed. A couple of days ago, our nephew was born. Friday the 20th of April 2012, 12:16 a.m. A really productive day. Having decided that really I ought to be a lot more deliberately productive right now, I set about recording something that I'd come up with for Brent. He's asked me to just come up with something and he doesn't mind what. So I've come up with doing a few a cappella versions of tunes and sound effects from old LCD games. Friday the 24th of April 1995. Me and Andy Lee went to McDonald's, Dumb and Dumber and my house. And Andy, Mum and Andy's friend Martin went to McDonald's, 101 Dalmatians and my house. Friday the 21st of April 2006. About 4 p.m. I went and had a haircut. The bloke doing my hair made a little joke. Your exams are coming up, are they? You don't want to be brushing your hair out of your eyes the whole time while you're trying to write. I said, something like that, yeah, although I was referring to the comic that I'm working on, but I didn't feel the need to tell him exactly what I meant. Well, he went on to describe some student who came in saying exactly that, and then he just kept talking, still assuming I was a student. And he was a really nice guy and friendly. I couldn't just interrupt and say like, could I stop you there? Because I haven't been a student for a while. So by the time he asked me what year I was in, well, what choice had I but to say, third? As Abby put it later, I was sitcommed. Saturday, the 22nd of April, 1995, 10:04 p.m. Went to Leicester to buy the Flintstones movie, but it isn't out yet. So I bought Mighty Max Cyber Skull. Wednesday, the 22nd of April, 1998, 10:27 p.m. Design exam all day. I took Abby's card in to school again today. I told you, didn't I, that I plan to take it absolutely everywhere with me every day for the rest of my life, but I doubt it'll work? Well, whenever I got stressed with the exam, it just made me feel good about life in general. Thanks again, Abby. Sunday, the 23rd of April, 1995, about 9:30 p.m. School tomorrow? Dang. I've got a big wound on my leg where I got kicked, and it's all that kid from over the road's fault. He came over to play with Andy, brother, and me and Andy, friend, decided to laugh at him to see how he reacted. Well, he didn't. So we decided to creep up on both of them when they were playing in the garden and laugh at them again. And instantly, they attacked just out of nowhere. I'll tell you more tomorrow. That didn't happen today. I think Tuesday? Tuesday, the 23rd of April, 1996, 10:31 p.m. Ashley says he has a huge plot set up that he planned over Easter. He says, I'm gonna get it bad. And so are some teachers. He set off the first phase yesterday at dinner, apparently. Keep reading for updates. There are no updates. I've never found out what that was. Probably nothing. I'll have to ask Ashley about it. Monday, the 24th of April, 1995. Back to school today. More of Tuesday's mishap. The kid from over the road came in the back and started hitting me and Andy and swapping discs for the Amiga and cartridges for the Mega Drive in the pointless attempt to annoy us while we were programming in Amos. He then began randomly typing, and we decided to make out that all of this was good, you know, to feed him up. We used phrases like, thanks for bug checking the program, and thanks, I never knew how to do that, and wow, he should be a programmer when he grows up. After a while he got fed up and left, but next time he came in, he opened the door so fast that there was a loud crunch from the plastic plant pot behind it. He basically smashed it in half. And now he's banned from the house for a bit! Friday, the 25th of April, 2008. Humph did finally reach Mornington Crescent today. We saw him just in time. Wednesday, the 26th of April, 1995, 9:47 p.m. First practice today for the band. We're supposed to do a ragga song? And I'm stuck. Ragga? Ragga. Cats is the best musical in the world, in joint first place with Starlight Express. Ragga. Saturday the 26th of April 1997, 11:32 p.m. I watched all 3 Star Wars Special Edition films with Ashley. That's 6 hours, 45 minutes in the cinema watching Star Wars in a row, with like 5-minute gaps between the films. Wow! Adam's Family Values was on. I taped it. It's on video Stuff 97 4, which also includes Simpsons and Way of the Warrior. Sunday, the 26th of April, 1998, 11:38 p.m. I'm currently forcing Andy to listen to the Hitchhiker tapes, because it's just really brilliant. Oh yeah, Douglas Adams was on IRC last night. Forgot to tell you about it yesterday, because I was Abby obsessed. Today, however, I am in fact still Abby obsessed. It's just, she's such a really good friend, you know? So I can understand why all my and her friends think we're going to end up being a couple. Well, I don't mind them saying stuff like that anymore. I've got this photo of her here that she printed out. Keep looking at it. She's nice, is that, Abby? I like her. 27th of April, 2010, 11:04 p.m. Another day of Mass Effect 2 and Turtles inking, really, that's about it. Oh wait, except there's been this damnable alarm going off for the last about 2 days, so this evening I decided to venture over the road, see if I could track it down, so that I'd have an address to give to the people who investigate these things, I don't know. Trouble is, it turns out the area is so full of angles and walls that there was no way of telling which direction the noise was coming from, or how far away. I thought it'd be a couple of roads up, but instead it's, well, goodness knows where. Nowhere I went made it any louder or more directional. However, what I did see was a collection of ambulances and people and an upside-down car on that road that we go down to head for Tom's. Same spot where there was a giant water fountain shooting up out of a grate in the road that time and all the water had to be cut off. What is it about that road? Friday, the 28th of April, 1995, 10:10 p.m. You won't believe what an ace kitten I just drew from my book. Today, we went to Staunton Farm Park with school. Yawn! Tuesday, the 29th of April, 2008, 1:56 a.m. I'm now going mad trying to remember what it was where a character only ever says, OR. Friday, the 30th of April, 2010, 1:34 a.m. Well, I did some inking today, but as usual, the bulk of my achievements were in writing notes for my novel. I'm tremendously excited about the whole thing still, which must be some sort of record for me. I'm working my way steadily through part 2, and over the last 2 or 3 days, I've turned what was once a boring scene into a grand-scale, exciting event, and solved a big motivation problem for the characters. They're now trying to get to the safest place they can, before all the bridges break and all hell breaks loose. In short, I'm Brills. And this book will be Brills. Even if it's only me who ever likes it.
If you enjoyed that, you'll probably like the very special club where they get to see my videos before anyone else. And there's 50 minutes of unreleased songs in there that are better than my released songs, and we hang out each month and chat late into the night, and I show everyone the comics that I'm secretly working on and stuff. It's cool. Go to patreon.com/DemonTomatoDave and join the very best of people who are making it so that I can keep making things like this for the internet instead of just stopping. DemonTomatoDave, www.youtube.com/DemonTomatoDave.
Gotta have a bit of mango juice, my throat is going fiddly-o-doo-dah.